Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This shir is part 2 in the series on Down syndrome. I initiated the series as a reaction to Professor Dawkins' heinous remarks about the morality and the importance of aborting a Down's baby. And the first year we mentioned that there's a very great halachic difference between a shota and one with Downs. Anyone who's limited cognitively in no way is necessarily a shota. Shota is a very specific category, as mentioned in various Gemaras and in the Shulchan Aruch. But a person who cognitively has certain limitations certainly is not a shota. He has free will, he has bechira chavshis, and he has a chiv in the mitzvah. Even though some mitzvah may be more of a challenge than others, like it is for many people. Part 2, I'd like to get into another idea. It's very important to understand that someone born with Downs or other limitations is not that a person is retarded, and just in all areas of life he's limited, and that's it. It's just not the case. Certain cases, in certain areas, he may have certain weaknesses. In certain areas, he may have strengths above the average level. So, for example, I'll talk about my own wonderful son Shlomo, who I'm absolutely crazy about. So in terms of, let's say, developing his math skills, which thank God he's in 2nd grade, so for him it might be harder, and we may need more review going over basic math and addition. Not that he cannot get it, but he'll require more time to get it. His writing skills, Baruch Hashem, moving along beautifully, but it may require more time than other kids. On the other hand, his memory is above average. So, for example, someone comes to our house after visiting us 5, 6, 7 years ago, and he did some funny things, some silly things. He pulled on his ears in a funny way to entertain Shlomo. And the next time Shlomo sees him is 4 or 5 years later, Shlomo will remember that, when the average person may not. So his memory in many areas is stronger and above average. I would say his emotional intelligence is stronger than others as well. Someone may walk into the room, and Shlomo may be the first one to pick up that he's sad, or he's overly happy. And he'll pick up on that, and he'll wonder, while other 1st or 2nd graders wouldn't even notice it. So there's certain emotional intelligence where he's stronger than others. So just to summarize, it's very important that things are not black and white. And a person with special needs may have certain areas that he's weaker at than others, than the average person, and may have areas that he's stronger at, which is absolutely no different than any one of us. Every person has certain weaknesses and certain strengths. I know for myself, my memory, unfortunately, is horrible. And if I don't review something many times, I just won't remember it. My ability to go through a complicated Gemara with the 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 steps, I'm going to have a very hard time with it. I'm going to have to go over it many times. And yet I think my people skills is pretty good. Born that way, and good family guidance, I may be strong in that area. So we all have strengths and weaknesses. So someone with Downs also has some strengths, has certain weaknesses. So I would not call it a different kind of human being or anything close to what Dawkins is thinking. How he even thinks of making such assessments, who should live and who should die, is beyond me, but that's really not our discussion now. But the main point is to understand that all of us have strengths and weaknesses, and so too someone with Downs has some challenges and has some incredible strengths as well. Shalom.